Okay, let's start up Microsoft SQL Server 2008. Open up your databases. You got FBI database. We got your tables or the master name, wanted location. Let's see what the data looks like. Here goes wanted location, and then we got master name at the top. So you can see we just have barely any records. Got one record in master name and 4 child records inside of wanted location. Here's our procedure. We got 2 data sets coming out of this procedure, 1 input parameter, 1 in name. Got selected. Okay, here's the HTML for FBI report. This is going to go ahead and query generate report using an iframe. You can see I got an iframe in there. Generate report is going to be called inside that iframe, and a parameter URL request parameter is going to be passed into it. And we're going to pass into the iframe a search string. Find wanted person. So we got SQL Server data here. I made a class. Basically, I load the FBI most wanted data. It takes 2 data tables. You got your FBI data and then your wanted location data. Here's that parameter for the URL generate report, the wanted name. So you in the text box you type in the wanted name, and it passes it into the iframe through the URL using the source on the iframe. Here comes filtering wanted name, can't be nothing, and it has to have loaded the data tables. We have a subreport with the wanted location. We got the data source of the main report with the FBI data table. The subreport's got the wanted location data table. We got a memory stream with a PDF. And here goes the content type PDF. We're going to write the binary code out to stream it to the client to generate the PDF report on the client. Go back to the SQL Server data. You got your 2 data tables. You got your input parameter, your wanted name search. Here goes 1 data table. Here goes the other one. This is wanted location. Here, was it successful? Here's a temporary variable we're going to declare. We got our connection string. We got it top secret. We named it top secret inside the web config. Here comes the web config. Here's our connection string. We're using Windows NT authentication. We're using the name of the new SQL Server 2008 Express database. Database we're going to use the FBI database. We got our 2 tables there. You can see them. We got our procedure. Trusted connection equals true. It's our procedure, showing you how I relate the procedure to the code and the data. So the procedure draws up that data, and it's going to stuff it in those data tables. See it? You got your 2 data sets. You got your wanted, you got your wanted location and your master name. Those 2 data sets are in a procedure, and they're going to be passed to the C#. Here's X and Y coordinates. Just showing you that because We're going to use those later in our report. SQL command, the name of the procedure, there's the procedure. There are two data sets. Normally you would want to use an ID, not the like, whenever you can for faster performance. Like statements I don't believe they can be indexed without using special really bloated indexing. Your where clause on your SQL statements are where you gain the most performance. Still showing you, here's the grabbing the data. I'm using ref for my pointer on my data table. I got my data tables outside my class and passing them in. Using ref to get that pointer and put that data in memory and use the pointer. So whenever it comes out, that data table is filled. Otherwise, you'd have to pass out a data table, and I'm using a boolean to tell if it's my method is or my functions successfully loaded both data tables. Here we got the report. There's a picture. We got the pie chart. I'm clicking links. These links are the X and Y coordinates, by the way. These are the X and Y coordinates. I will show you here in a minute how I got the X and Y coordinates on a clickable address link inside of a crystal report. So here's a crystal report. So you see that address right there. That address is using X and Y coordinates in a URL string, and it's passing it to Google Maps. Here I'm just playing around with the street view. I got half street view and I got half map view. Of course, you can always get full screen. This stuff's kind of fun to play around with. But you can see if you got X and Y coordinates, you could easily take your data and put it on Google Maps. And I'll show you the URL string you can use. And you can set it up for full screen or half map view or half street view. So here's the report. That's just a picture. You can grab this stuff out of the database too if you want. That's my dog Missy. She's a sweetheart. Here's the pie chart. This is a 3D pie chart. There's the wanted location data. I got the charges and I have the rest. This is a sub-report, by the way. Both of those, the pie chart was a sub-report also. Here's a sub-report. There's the location, so it's the wanted location data. I click HyperLink, and then I click the little function button, and then this pops up. You need that URL right there, and then your X, and then your Y, and then you see that CBP 11. That's telling it you want half street view, half map view, and there's other parameters you can pass in. There's a Z parameter at the end for